Then I looked back to another part of the earth where I saw a deep valley burning with fire. Another part of the earth where I saw a deep valley burning with fire. And they brought monarchs and the mighty and began casting them into this deep valley. Imagine that moment. There my eyes saw how they were making their devices, fetters of iron of immeasurable weight. Then I inquired of the envoy of Shalom who proceeded with me, saying, why are these fetters being prepared? He replied, these are being prepared for the host of Azazel, the army of Azazel who became Azazel. So those who follow him, who happens to be the one who will come out in the fifth trumpet and will enter the image of the beast that will be made for him by the false prophet, the lawless one. These are being prepared for the host of Azazel, that they may be caught and cast into the abyss of total condemnation, and that their faces may be covered over with sharp stones, as the sovereign of spirits has commanded. Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Suriel, and according to another translation, Peniel, in that great day shall grab them and shall cast them into a furnace of blazing fire, which is similar to what we see in the Gnostic books regarding when Samael was thrown to the left, taken away from the authority over all realities, and was given to one of his children, Halel. So, which I actually find interesting because Peniel was the name given to the place where Jacob said to have seen the face of Elohim. And when he said to have seen the face of Elohim, the face that he saw was the face of Samael, because he fought Samael with the title of Elohim, because Samael was the Malach of Asaph, and Samael was defending Asaph, who was coming to kill Jacob. But Jacob fought against the angel and defeated him. That's why he was given the name Israel, because he contended against Elohim and man and won. So the angel against whom he fought was Samael, who was taken out in the beginning of reality and put to the left by Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Suriel, and the other three Malachim that came out of the third heaven from the Father as fire to condemn Samael. So I find interesting that there's a translation that has the word Peniel there, which I repeat makes reference to that first Malach from the second heaven, who may be used in order to bring punishment to these angels, for they now deserve the same thing that he got. I'm not saying that Peniel is Samael. I'm just saying that the fact that that word appears there reminds us of the place called Peniel, where Jacob fought Samael, which is a representation of the time when the last, as Michael resurrecting, will enter the heavens and fight Halel this time and take him out, who is the God of this reality, the Elohim of this reality. That's why when Jacob fought Elohim, he was fighting the Malach that was in power over this reality at that time. For first reign death, then the law and the prophets, starting from Moshe. So that means that death was still ruling over this reality during the time of Jacob. So that's why he fought Elohim, and that Elohim happened to be Samael. I hope that is clear. But now the Elohim of this world is Halel, so Michael has to fight him and take him out, just like he fought Samael and took him out before this creation. That's why this creation at the beginning was in chaos and void. And that's why, according to Jeremiah, it will be the same right after Lucifer falls and the seven plagues happen. So Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Suriel, in that great day shall grab them and shall cast them into a furnace of blazing fire. A furnace of blazing fire. The last is coming as the consuming fire, the fire of Yahweh, so that the sovereign of spirits may be avenged on them, avenged of them for their crimes. for becoming servants of the adversary and deviating those who dwell upon the earth. As in those days in which punishment shall have come from the sovereign of spirits, and he will have opened the receptacles of water which are above the heavens and the fountains of the deep. So he's already making reference to the flood, which had not happened at that time in which Enoch was writing. So it was still prophetical. But to us, is being said as a reminder of what happened in the time of Noah will now happen in the end, but with fire. Interestingly enough, we read earlier Isaiah 45, where it mentioned the name Cyrus, which is translated as furnace of fire. So in that great day, talking about Michael, which happens to be the last, shall grab them and shall cast them into a furnace of blazing fire. So it could be said that the name is hidden there, the name of the last, so that the sovereign of spirits may be avenged of them for their crimes, for becoming servants of the adversary and deviating those who dwell upon the earth. As in those days in which punishment shall have come from the sovereign of spirits, and he will have opened the receptacles of water which are above the heavens and the fountains of the deep. And all the waters were mixed together. You see how where here is like this because it's only in one of the translations. And I say that because I repeat, it was still in future. So, and all the waters mixed together, waters with waters, meaning the waters from above, from the waters below. They got together once again because he separated them during the second day of creation. And all the waters mixed together, waters with waters. Those waters that are above the skies are masculine. Look at that. There's water above the sky. Yet they say that there is no water in the heavens. And if they find water anywhere, that means life to them, right? Like they're looking for, according to them, planets with water in order to know that they are like Earth. But they say there's no water, and they have claimed now, because they will continue to do so, that they have found things. Some say that they have found ice in certain places. All lies, of course, when it comes to the way they teach it and the reasons why they say it. But when it comes to scriptures, we are told that there is water above the sky. The sky, the firmament, rakia, is firm. So that's why it can hold water above it. That's why also the sky is blue. So those waters that are above the skies are masculine, because the heavens are masculine, the earth is female. They united, water and water, from above as the male and the water below as the female. They united to bring a new world after the flood, to give birth to a new reality through Noah. Those waters that are above the skies are masculine, and those waters that are under the earth shall be feminine. And all who dwell upon earth and who dwell under the extremities of heaven were destroyed, all. So that by these means they shall understand the iniquity that they have committed on earth, and by these means perished. Remember that Yahweh speaks about the future in past because he has already seen it. To him, it already happened. And also, look how interesting it is that in the book of Enoch, we are being told pretty much the same that Yahushua told us when he said that the days of the Son of Man would be like the days of Noah. So that was already written in the book of Enoch. So one could even say that Yahushua was kind of quoting the book of Enoch by saying, just like it happened in the days of Noah when the waters came down and destroyed everybody, even to the extremities of the earth, the same will happen in the end time.